Russian just grabs a plate with a napkin and slides it under the whole leg.
And now it's acceptable.
Now it's fancy.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. He needs to stick out his pinky. Perfect.
He sticks out his pinky on the hand that's holding the plate and napkin.
Yeah, that works.
Good enough.
Very good.
I like it. Keep it up. Keep it up.
We definitely should have taken a couple of days to actually teach him manners and etiquettes.
More
We only had a couple of days of notification, so
we had enough time, is what you're saying.
I was busy doing shit.
Stop
You
it.
could have.
You shouldn't
I
call
was
your
too busy
girlfriend
trying to
shit.
memorize this bloody list.
Slap in the back of your head, Sandra.
Oh, come on,
From
guys.
Abigail. Mind your manners and watch your words.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, you deserved that one.
Canem is subtly taking just a step further away.
Like, I'm not with him stuff.
Anyway,
Yeah.
So, there he is. So,
alcohol and not to talk.
Abigail's like
I'll just-
looking over his shoulder at the list. Which one sounds cool to you guys? They all want to talk to us, right?
Who gave us the note in the first place?
We had it.
Oh, we had it. I'm done.
You can
Don't
see
say
your
that, Ryan.
respective numbers at the bottom with Lord Russell.
Oh.
Oh, neat.
Just zoom out all the way, honestly, so you can just see the whole
Yeah.
thing. Because
Yeah.
it would just be easier.
Is this like the numbers at the bottom? Is that like approval ratings or something?
It's approval ratings.
Yeah.
Varric, which
And
one do you
don't
think
worry,
is-
they can go into the negatives.
Varric, in your opinion,
And for
which
some of
one's-
you, they're very negative. Acker, I think Acker has like a single positive number and then like 2 zeros and then everything else is a negative. For Acker.
Ugh.
Some of you also have yeah. Yeah.
Varric, from your experience, which ones will be probably the next lax compared to the fine lord we just met?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, shit. Oh.
I don't know, the
The
magic one
Hunters
kinda
Club,
has my
probably.
interest.
Hey, and we know where they are.
Hunters.
Yeah, and he looks over his shoulder at the balcony that's above where Lord Jundus was. And you see a number of people there, and not all of them are human. You see
Ooh.
a couple of dwarves, a couple halflings, an elf,
Interesting.
and humans, of course. Hunters are hunters, I suppose.
Diverse, accepting of each other to the very least. I suggest that.
Yes.
Bear in mind that who you talk to next will reflect and affect the standing in the eyes of these people.
Alright, then who do you suggest?
They will
Yeah.
read the intent into any sort of arrangement of talking points.
Tanum's right. We got flagged down by Lord Jundus. We'll be choosing to go talk to them.
This is true. The safest way to deal with nobles is to speak when spoken to.
Or just not be a noble and just not come to places like this.
You're not having a great time.
This is not a part of my background that I like reliving.
Oh, sorry to drag you through the mud then.
Yeah.
At least you look good. Yeah, at least I look good. Whatever.
Alright,
It is
then,
true, he
Tana,
does.
what do you suggest we do? Apparently you're the one in charge.
Have some patience. Wait.
Oh, so wait until they come to us, like the first time?
Yes, and if nobody does, then we are forced to make a choice.
Okay, there's the debate of
Okay.
having intent and driving for us to go towards someone that would have a different effect, but whatever.
It's also important to get information about the others from one of them while we're there.
Smart.
Let's just see, I suppose.
If you say like, this is kind of out. Well, I guess kind of in game. If you say like Lord insert name, do you say the first name or the last name? It's probably better to say the last name.
Last name.
Hmm.
Unless there's more than one person with that name, then you say both.
Right.
You don't get on first name basis immediately. Nor first base.
Are you gonna keep the joke going, or?
No, that's it.
All right, good job.
Have you heard of base jumping?
Of what?
That sounds like it'd be very uncomfortable.
Is that an innuendo or just wondering?
I think it's half innuendo and half. He doesn't understand it. You know what? That's.
You grab a piece of sailing cloth and you jump off a cliff.
Wasn't an innuendo. Got it.
That sounds
sounds-
awesome.
You need a big
Sounds
cloth.
bloody terrifying.
Just make sure that there is water underneath you.
He is a troll. It's not like he'll die from it.
Oh no, but it's a good way to try, isn't it?
He'd be a test subject. Test! No, we're not. There's no tests here, actor. Oh. Not yet, at least. So, where do you guys decide to fuck off to as you wait for someone to come talk to you?
Well, I would like to have some food, personally.
Okay, yeah, but unless you guys are literally just gonna crowd around the buffet table the entire night, I'm assuming you
No.
fuck off to a corner of the room somewhere.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Unless you want to stay around the food table and indulge
That'd probably look
yourselves.
bad, right?
Perhaps overindulge yourself.
Hmm.
In the case of Edgar.
I'll just make a bold play and go
So-
wherever everyone else goes.
Looking around the room, what is everybody else doing?
Some people are... Well, most people are just chatting away in little cliques, I guess. Little circles. Not many people are actually moving from one part of the room to another like you guys are. Except, Lena and Ian. But other than that, honestly, even the food is sort of just letting... Like, just sort of getting untouched. Just sort of left there. Except for you guys.
Are people doing anything for entertainment anywhere? Or are they like playing games, dancing?
No dancing tonight, I'm afraid.
Oh.
As for playing games, not particularly either. It's not like there's like a table where people are playing cards or stuff like that. It seems that Lord Jundis is probably one of the few people that is just trying to enjoy their evening.
The entertainment is the conversation with others.
Entertainment's a gossip.
It was Desmond that put this together, correct?
Yeah,
Then we should go greet him first.
Exactly.
he's not here himself. He's put together.
Does he have a
Oh, so he's not.
representative?
He's
not-
hosting it, but he's not on site.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Do you have anyone in his stead?
Yeah.
Yeah, like representative.
Representative, yeah.
He does have his Royal Guard commander as his second. If you want to go greet her.
Is she like the
Yeah.
acting host?
To a degree, she's basically here to make sure she's safe.
Okay.
The hell is her name?
I suggest we could always go talk to her. You know, she's the
Yeah.
representative of the host after all.
She's the closest to being the owner of the place.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Host, that's the word I was looking for.
Where the hell is her name? I had it here. Where the God damn
She's
it.
an elf and her name is Mira? No.
No, you wish.
No, I really don't, honestly.
Let's see. Where the fuck is it?
You think it would be like a quick access section?
I thought it was, but I also know that shit got bugged up because I had to open this on my laptop, and the syncing of it to the laptop's OneNote fucked shit up.
Hmm.
and it sort of pissed me off, not gonna lie, so... I'm hoping that my redundancy efforts for it kept it safe somewhere. If I'm lucky. Which I doubt I am. Oh, there it is. Oh, phew! Found it. You guys go over to the Royal Guard Commander, then.
Yes.
Fucking mission accomplished.
We got it this time, boys. Let's head home.
She is named after the god. She is Royal Guard Commander Octavia.
It's like she was destined for this role.
Welcome to feudal society. Oh, hey, your name's Smith. What do you do for a living? I bake bread. What you fucking... I'm a smith, you fucking... The end. Named after saints, gods,
I'm
occupations.
not gonna lie, when I was younger, I thought a cobbler was a pie maker.
Oh, yeah.
Yo.
Like shoemaker, gotcha.
A
That's
gobbler, eater of pies.
Professional
A
speedy.
professional
Nice.
pie taster.
Oh,
But to really taste the pie, you gotta eat the whole thing, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
you guys go over to the... She herself is also on the upper stories at one of the ledges, the railings, and she is accompanied by herself, like 2 honor guardsmen. One of which is familiar to you. This is yeah, you remember his name?
Giovanni?
There you go.
Hey.
I'm here to steal your Pokemon. This game. And then I lose because he's shit. Anyways,
He's actually really bad. He's the easiest.
by that point of the game, you're probably overpowered. So
Oh.
yeah, he's bad.
Blasting
his
off
team
at the
is
speed of
garbage.
light.
The hardest gym leaders are the first couple.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways. And the Elite Four at the end, really don't at me. So, you guys go over to the 2 of them. Like, well, 3 of them, there's another guy, but he's just sort of...
There.
You don't know his names. She does know who you guys are, and you can tell because she comes up to greet you guys as you guys come to greet her.
It's her job, so. Literally.
Expeditionaries? She stands hands to the side, sort of almost, it looks almost like she's ready to salute you. Like she's like just one arm motion away from doing it.
Do we know her name?
You guys would have had it told you by Ian.
She's a representative of the governor. This is her name. That's all we really know about her.
Well met, Royal Guard Commander.
Well met indeed. Hope you enjoy tonight's festivities. Marking the end of the month for you second waivers.
Pleased to be here. He reaches into his little vest and pulls out a handle to a hand axe and hands it to her. On behalf of our...
You can see when you pull out a weapon, her honor guards reach for their blades.
It doesn't have like a head to it, it's
It's
just,
just like
a wooden handle.
Okay. When
He
you
has
say
a
you pull
stick.
out, okay. Well, they still do. Like, they can't see
Right.
what it is until it's fully pulled out, right? So she
It's a
tilts her head at this.
For my people, a handle of a weapon with no head is a sign of peace.
Type her name.
Wow, my thing came unplugged. So cool. Thanks, Mike.
Nika. That's her last name.
Davia.
She takes it.
My people, an offer means we come as only peaceful.
I'm afraid I have nothing to give back. For the moment, at least.
Your gift if I was expecting something in return.
If anything, the payment is the opportunity to be here in the first place.
You can thank the royal governor for that. Not me. I'll be sure to pass this along to him with your good graces.
Your calming presence is a reward in its own right.
Calming? I wouldn't say so personally, but she looks across the room. Deem it as you will. I'm just here to keep the peace. And she holds the hand axe like to her chest when she says that.
Well, I am certainly much calmer to see a woman of arm martial talent. Martial ability, I understand.
You'll find plenty in the Royal Guard. I'm not the only one. Though I am the one fortunate enough to follow out here.
That makes it stand above the rest.
Diligence does that. Not skill. Oh, Tango just attacked my foot. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Shall we just nod at that?
Yeah.
Yes, the price of freedom is always eternal vigilance.
Freedom and duty. Not as connected as poets make them out to be, but I've never been an artistic sort. So what do I care? She like tucks the handle, the grip, onto her belt.
So it's her, Giovanni, and one other are kind of like their group, and then there are other guards.
It's an honor guardsman, yeah.
Honor guardsman. So, what... Might I ask what your name is, sir?
He's like staring straight ahead. He's at attention.
Right.
You can see Octavia's face. She gets a smirk. You can tell that like she knows how this is going to go.
He is unflinching.
You'll have to excuse him. He's not going to speak for the rest of the thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
He makes it a policy not to converse with nobles or anyone at a nobles gathering.
Dang it, you had the last part. I was going to try talking to him.
Is he standing to her sword or shield side?
Let's see, Giovanni is shield side. Is there anything I can help you with this evening? Help you keep the peace for yourself, perhaps.
Well, have you heard any gossip? Any?
Her face deflates a bit at that.
Well, I was thinking. I am a what is the word you say? A fish out of water in this environment.
I think to some extent we all kind of are. Besides
Yeah.
her. As much as he doesn't want to.
What the fuck? What would you like to know? It's part of the occupation to keep information close to my chest. So, there's only so much I can answer.
Well, we were debating on who to talk to first, and we came to the conclusion that it would be you. So, I suppose, do you have any advice on who to talk to next?
Well, you certainly could talk to your colonial company representatives. But if the economics of the colony are not your field or expertise of conversation, I'm sure the nobles here have a lot to talk about. like not crosses her arms, but like sort of holds her own elbows, like that, sort of almost crossing her arms, but not quite there yet.
I kind of wanted to be done with this conversation.
No, it's more over like she's intrigued.
Tan would
She's not
nod
like tapping her
thoughtfully.
foot and leaned back, not like that. She's still standing prim and proper.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, man. It's wild, man. It's crazy. If you're looking, well, if you were to have my forces recommendation, she points to a group in the same like upper wing balcony area as her. It's not all exposed out to the main central hall. There's like archways that lead into their own little room, little segment. She indicates a group of nobles in the diagonally opposite corner, closer to the stairs, as her. If you're to trust my forces' opinions, they would be a good sort to talk to.
When she's pointing, can I tell whether or not people are observing her pointing?
Roll perception.
Everyone has noticed everything.
Ooh.
Yeah, you could tell.
People are paying attention to us and who we're talking to and what they're doing.
Unnamed honored shield guardsman is still staring basically straight forward, but you do notice that Royal Guard Captain Giovanni does follow her pointing.
Anyone else in the room, like the nobles downstairs?
The nobles across the way on the other side, as well as nobles that some of the people that she pointed to. Downstairs, like from this angle, the only noble parties, I guess, that can catch this would be Lord Jundis himself, as well as another noble who's
Unnamed, currently.
thus unnamed, but she is alone.
Okay, that's interesting. Thank you. Tan would sort of thoughtfully nod and then incline his head and then take a step back and say, well, it has been a pleasure, Royal Guard Commander. Thank you for everything.
I'll do a wee curtsy. Nice to meet you. Attempt to copy Abigail's.
Roll your charisma.
Get him on.
Oh,
Actually,
no.
please don't. That looks bad for us as well.
Oh, no.
She does a salute to you all.
I'll say miss me with all that good old fashioned warrior handshake.
Mm.
Maybe I should do a curtsy.
You can hear the rattle of her armor a bit from the entire plate mail set. Her armor is incredibly like ordained and ornate, so.
But does it look like it'd still be effective in a fight?
Oh, 100%.
Nice.
Yeah. I would squeeze just hard enough that she could feel the metal groan.
Gets a smirk and does a very like forceful but not like I'm trying to fuck with you, like up and down with the shake. Enjoy your evenings.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you.
Varric just does a bow. The gentleman will bow,
Mm.
holding his hand
Anytime you say Barrett will bow, you gotta do this, aren't you?
perpendicular to his position while bowing.
Barrett had
Holding
to
his
have that
fingers
teaching when he was a
thusly.
kid.
Holding his fingers thusly, not holding them too far out as to indicate some sort of weird excitement, but not too low to indicate depression or sadness or annoyance. The gentleman will now bow to show me he knows what... Just kidding.
NPC we all need.
Geralt walks in and kills someone and leaves. That guy in specific.
Stamp.
Moving on. So.
Hello.
What is your guys' next steps, literally?
Are we gonna stick together the whole time?
That's up to you guys. I would say, safety in numbers, but hey, it's up to you
I'm
guys.
sticking with someone.
Yeah.
But you
So
can
kind
do
of
the
traveling
buddy
on a
system.
pack.
You could have a pack. You guys are here together as the Vanguard Expeditionaries. It's up to you guys.
We're like girls at the club.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh, yes.
My
back,
vote
take
is
back.
to check out the nobles she pointed to.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Alright. I boop Tango's butt with my foot. You guys mosey on over. I should say that as you guys approach, speaking of moseying, as you guys approach this group of people, you guys see a familiar figure standing amidst it all.
It's Hedon.
That would be so fucking great.
It would be
If Hedon was
fantastic.
here. That would be so fucking great. Hey, check out this part. Chick slits his own throat.
Oh my god.
Still alive!
What up? His head just like leaned all the way back.
It's like watching Mr. Deeds with Adam Sandler, and then like the guy stabs him in his frostbitten foot. Mr. Deeds, one of Adam Sandler's good movies before he went shit. Yeah, moving on though. No, it is not Mr. Deeds, nor Adam Sandler, nor Hedon. You see, sort of amidst this crowd, it is Nadia. Your guys' vengeance-seeking, fratricide performing, sad, gunslinger ally for it.
She
Well,
wearing?
hey.
She's wearing exactly the same thing you last saw her in.
But is it cleaned?
It's Queen.
Who's she with?
She's with the entirety of the group. She shadows a noble lady. Her own, bodyguard. Or operating as the lady's bodyguard, rather. Tango, what are you doing?
Would pointedly address her noble lady first
Of course.
before acknowledging her.
You guys mosey on over and go up to that specific noble lady first. Any
Yes.
naysayers? Okay. Roger. Pew, pew, pew. You guys are given not a wide berth, but they give you a path. Like, people that are like talking across to one another, you guys like go by them, and they both step oppositely away to give you guys away. And you can feel the entire time not judging looks, but curious,
Crazy.
intrigued, not crazy.
No,
That-
crazy.
Praising. Yeah.
Who is the noble lady? Is it Lady Daniela or Lordess Marlene?
You don't know. Well, I can tell you it's none of them, because each independent is not with any group. Like, you could find out which one's which by looking around the room, because they are alone or with their own specific entourage, like a really close-knit sort of thing. That sort of deal. I think overall... Well, you guys don't know their names, that's all I want to tell you. But, yeah, so you come up to this noble lady. Well, hello. It is such an honor to meet all of you in person.
Tan will do a
So,
bow, and he'll say, sorry, and he'll say,
Oh, no, I just,
Tatum goes first.
well met. It is a pleasure to finally meet a person we have heard so little about. We've had the pleasure of working with Nadia before.
Her eyes widen a bit, and she looks over her shoulder at Nadia. Nadia's just standing, hands. Nadia walks with a hand on her gun, and her position is kept in this. It's just in a much more casual manner. Oh, if you don't know if it's a sir or a ma'am, would it be the same as Lordess versus Lady? You would start as Lady. Start at Lady.
Sure.
If you go up, it's a positive point in your favor in a political game. If you had not met them, and still correctly addressed him as Lord S. So, there's that. Which is one reason why sometimes people pick lady. If they're a political player. But yeah, so this noble lady looks over her shoulder at Nadia, and Nadia... You can tell Nadia is very at home. She's very used to being around nobles, and she has a confidence to her as well as a flippance to her when she she walks around with her hand or her gun. Right now, her left arm is just hanging at her side, cocked hips, just like whatever.
You didn't seem to mention us, sir?
No, I didn't. Nadia.
Rude.
We'll talk about it later. Whatever you say, my lady.
Where's her fedora? Anyways.
I think it's behind you. Just turn that way. just turn that way real quick.
Turn that way and keep walking.
No, just turn that way.
It's all good.
Anyways. Don't worry, look you in the eye, I'll put you down. Anyways. Well, then, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lady Latoria Alceva.
Please type that out.
Yeah.
Who else?
Thank you.
Latoria Alceva. Although, I'm quite surprised you haven't heard about me. You have Varric with you after all, don't you?
Oh my.
Stay terribly up to date on most noble individuals.
You hear a loud... I'm sorry, Lady Alceva. I think Varric has had a lot of concussions in the field. How do you two know each other? Why, we've known each other since our childhood.
What?
Oh.
Hmm.
Good to see you.
I don't like this.
Good to see you, Laddie. Laddie! Oh! You have a nickname for her. For a noble lady. That's very peculiar.
Oh.
Someone takes like half a step back.
You realize Barrett's bent over from the this slam to his side, and then you see his eyes open slightly wider. I'm gonna go get a drink. You guys want anything?
I don't think you're escaping this one, Chief.
Oh, but you just got here. We can catch up.
I would love to hear the details of the situation.
Oh, yes. Sounds fascinating.
Lady Alceva. You see another nobleman slide in. Pull up.
Into the DMs.
Pull up. Lord Warwick. She gestures to him. I'm pretty sure you could phonetics this, but in case. There you go.
Oh, Warwick.
Warwick.
A
Which
small
is
vowel entity comes up.
Entertaining the expeditionaries, are we? No, just catching up with an old friend. Varric's standing up straight now. You guys have hung out with Varric long enough to know quiet, and then there's different types of quiet. Yeah, he's in one of those. The winning move is to not speak quiet.
The winning move is to escape. Sucks for him.
Just nod to him my lord, if we are intruding in your conversation, we will excuse ourselves.
No, not at all. If anything, we all wanted to speak to you. Well, me and her most of all.
Then the pleasure is ours.
The honor is ours. You hold out a hand to shake. To you in specific.
So,
Sneeze.
firmly, but not enough. I'm gonna hurt this dude.
He
Are
doesn't
they
look
worried?
spindly or weak, but he definitely is not like a battle-ready warrior. But he has a firm handshake. He does like, you know, 1, 2, let go. Classic.
Enough that he knows the reputation is well earned.
Yes.
Are they wearing any jewelry that I recognize?
No.
Okay.
In fact, Lord Warwick doesn't wear any jewelry at all. Same cannot be said for Lady Alceva.
If you will forgive us, we are all rather new here and have spent most of our time pushing back the scorpion.
Yes, so I have heard. And he gestures to you all grandiosely and speaks to the rest of his own group, his own party. Our conquering heroes. And to that, like, some like light applause like just kicks in, like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I raise the drink that I have in my hand and do like a little head bow and take a sip.
I'm gonna go bright red.
I feel awkward.
Yeah.
So
You
I'm
are
just like
too
standing
kind.
proud. So, what particular interest do you have in our group? Well, hers is pretty apparent.
Latoya gives you like a wide smile. Warm. Well, we simply wish to speak to you. Is that so wrong?
No, but that's
It's good to
What would you
know.
like to talk about?
Nothing much in particular, just simple conversation. Again, I must admit though, I am curious as to each of you and all of you, one and all. You've done the town a tremendous service. So, I don't think it's terribly odd of me to want to know our heroes.
Not at all.
Now, and he looks at present company, his own and your guys's. He leans in. Now, gossip is the pastime for events like this, but I don't always care for it. So, perhaps you can enlighten me yourselves about yourselves. I obviously know all your names, and you now know mine. And Lady Alceva's, of course. But, again, it is better to hear the truth from the source. Would you mind detailing to us, weaving a story for us, perhaps? What happened in that temple?
Out of game, we're not exactly like on the down low of just like, hey, don't mention what happened to anyone, are we? Lena didn't say, hey, don't tell people about the fucking magic temple.
No, when in doubt, trust your boy.
Well, this sounds like Marshall.
You find yourself a faithful man, Lord Warwick.
I do. I think Exalted Lord Octavian is the patron god for near everyone here. Well, in this present company, I'm sure the religious nobles across the way have different.
Tastes.
We could say that. But don't let me interrupt you. Please, go on.
It might give you some measure of great comfort to know that his presence was with us when we were there.
You guys hear you guys hear Acker. Really? Did I not tell all of you that they are a fine force? Blessed by the gods they are. I just hear some murmurs through the crowd. Bullcockle, yes.
But I have a top hat and monocle.
It was actually one of the servants of the gods that held sway over that temple
Really?
to test to see if we were willing to do what was necessary to save this place.
Really?
By the testament that we're alive, we seem to have passed.
In
A very
truth,
astute observation indeed.
in truth, the red water almost killed us.
Yeah.
Some gas. Red water? No gossip he says it's like over, like looking at
That's certain.
Lady Alceva. No gossip I've heard it mentions any of this. What red water?
Water so caustic it boiled the very skin off your bones.
You just hear stuff from most of like house guardsmen just go like some cringes.
Like they know.
It's like
The contents of my cup will, because of warm hands, will start to subtly boil.
yeah,
How hot does that have to be to boil alcohol?
not that hot.
Oh, really?
Alcohol's a low boiling point.
Huh, I thought it was the other way around.
It's got a very high freezing point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to hold on to that for a second?
Certainly, I give it to Sandra.
She holds like the bottom of the cup. Or was he holding it like the 2-finger thing, like the top of the cup in his hand? Or was he holding like the bottom of the cup?
The most important details.
Yeah, because if she holds it wrong, then she might burn her hands.
I mean,
Wine glass, pinky out.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it probably won't burn me if you want me to hold it.
No, she's already holding it.
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
okay. Yeah. Yeah.
She's holding the cooler part of the drink.
Finger guns. Red water. Interesting.
Yes, and while we were there fighting against their forces, the temple would raise up and slam into the earth itself.
Yes, I remember seeing that right from my room. The entire structure lifting up, as if pulled by strings, and then dropped.
Well, my lord, I envy you for only having seen it.
That was Lady Alceva, but I won't dock your points.
That sounded like a dude.
Yeah, it did.
That's because I'm a dude, alright? I can't.
I'll
The
give
day
you
I
that,
can
yeah.
actually rip off a woman's face and start speaking like a woman, I'll do that. Don't worry. But until
Oh
I get
my
that
God.
power,
Tuesday.
until I can get that dark power, you'll have to suffice with this. With dude crash.
Hey, imagine
Crash,
being inside
crash,
of
dude.
Imagine being
Crash,
inside
dude.
of an entire mountain while an earthquake is going on.
As
It was a fantastic.
as a former jeweler turned mercenary, I can tell that some of you have a very discerning eye when it comes to jewelry and gemstones. But let me tell you what I saw at the very top of the temple. Crystals like I have never seen before, the size of Rashin here. And there, I could tell immediately that there was something wrong about these crystals, full of some sort of arcane power, but more importantly, they were crystal made of coral. Never before have I seen such a thing. And I have journeyed the sands of the peninsula.
And there were the fish that were made of silver.
And gold and something else. What's sapphire?
Mm-hmm.
Is Sapphire?
Big
So,
fish.
Hell
And
yes.
turned to coral. That's not even mentioning the water elemental that was large enough to flood this whole place.
They're all silent now, just listening, enraptured.
But even so, as a team, we came together and proved ourselves worthy.
Tanem starts, sort of like unbuttoning his gambeson at the very top of his collarbone. And he sort of like, with a bit of flair, reveals one of his scars on his chest. And I was like, yes, one of them had a trident, and they stabbed me right here, as you can see.
Giving a little show for everyone.
How many of them are turned on by the scar?
Can you blame him?
Make me a performance check. One of the few
Alright.
times I ever have use for the damn skill.
Now, where is performance? Right there.
Alphabetical. Nice. The one time it'll be used, and it's used good. Ish.
My. Quite the scar indeed. Well, if it makes you feel any better, Sir Tanem, they do say scars build character. Did you get like some chuckles come from the crowd?
Then, my noble lady, I must have a lot of character.
That's the funny
Some
thing.
more
many
chuckles
ways.
for that. He gestures to you all grandiosely, holding a hand high up once again. Did I not tell you all? A heroic bunch indeed. And now, we can confirm they have a lot of character. More chuckles echo through the crowd.
Out of game. About 6 levels of character.
Yeah, about 6 levels of character, yeah. So, is there anything else you wish to tell him?
Yeah, I would explain to him how the end of it, how I jumped out of the caustic waters with a handful of lightning and speared him through the head.
Make me a performance check.
If only he had the spear itself. But that would probably be a little sketch to bring here.
Yeah, it would be, like, a lot. Really.
Super duper sketch.
Frick is this? Oh my gosh, what did I enable?
What did you ever do?
'Tis a 10.
Okay, I enabled something and that is horrible.
'Tis a 10, sire. A 10. You get a similar reaction to what Tanem, that Tanem had when he revealed his scar, but you can tell from the whispers the murmurs that begin immediately after. Like some of them are like, "That can't possibly be true." Are you sure about that? It seems incredulous to them. You know it's true, of course, but to them it's like, okay, now he's adding a little bit too much flair to the tale.
Like, Tanem's had evidence, he had the scar. You don't have anything.
Yeah,
You just
exactly.
You just chucked lightning at that fool.
There's a shootout in the streets.
Oh, I didn't need myself.
No, you didn't. That was pretty funny, though.
Yeah. The only downside was we didn't make it back in time to kill some of the fish folk that were popping up out of the water.
Yes. Those peculiar fish folk. We have the Royal Guard themselves to thank for that defense. And then some more applause. And then people are looking in the direction of the Royal Guard commander as well. And he walks past Lady Elseva and goes over to Nadia. And then she just turns her head and then you can see under her visor she knows what he's gonna do. He grabs her free arm and hand and just raises it up high. And one of our own! And then even more applause and even a couple whistles. I can't whistle right now, my lips are dry. Because thank you. Exactly, thank you. Thank you very much. Sound effects. Echo ring out across the crowd. It's quite an outburst of noise, so you can tell the entire room probably heard it.
Sandra claps as well.
I was just walking around. And so humble as well. He lowers her arm. Do not worry. Do not worry. We won't bring you too much honor. Jeez, thanks. He goes back to the other side of the Osama. quite the story, quite the tale. I'm sure all of us here and the Crown are happy to have you guys as Vanguard expeditionaries.
And we are absolutely ecstatic to be here.
Indeed.
You guys have unlocked a tier of numbers.
Ooh, I'm at -3.
-4.
They have just been freshly modified.
Oh, did they go up or down? Jesus.
I don't tell you.
Oh my god, -4.
I mean, actor's not terribly surprising, but also, ooh.
I did. New center.
Eesh.
Let's see.
What did I do? Or not do?
Not entirely a human thing. How many, like, what's like the mix of races in this group, anyways?
They're all human. These are all nobles you're speaking to, Sandra. And there's no proper head of house that's not a human. There's some half-elves chucked around, but they're not heads of house.
Makes a little more sense.
And by the fact that people are addressed as Lord, Lady, or Lordess, that makes them the head of house. Remember that. If they're addressed as Sir, or Lady in Waiting, or something like that, then that's how you could tell that they're not head of house. Madame as well.
My dude. How fast would you be, like, exiled?
Yeah.
They'd probably be confused. Because dude isn't a term.
Ah, fair enough.
Someone in my real life campaign called someone a Boy Scout of America.
What the fuck
And
is
obviously
America?
to keep... Exactly. Like, I can't say that, I can't address that as, like, I can't have the guy go, USA, US, because that doesn't fucking exist, so... So, that same deal with dude, it's not a real term. So, they wouldn't know how to respond to it, it's just noise. Now, everyone, I'm sure we've all gotten enough to talk about for the evening. Thank you so very much for sharing such a daring tale. But we shan't keep you. I'm sure you wish to go talk with other people, or perhaps any gestures to Lady Elsa. You could catch up with... He looks across the entire group. Whoever. Her smile widens at that. Maybe. And like the crowd immediately begins dispersing. But above all, please do, claps his hands together, enjoy the evening. And if you find yourself lacking in company, please feel free to come back.
Much obliged, Lord Warwick.
He does a bow.
Yes, thank you. I'll do a little curtsy. Very, very, very polite.
Yeah, Seba does her own, like, sort of dress skirt flourish. Nadia doesn't do shit. She's a bodyguard. She doesn't gonna care.
Don't give 2 points.
Return the bow, then.
Do my
Same.
bow.
Same as Russian.
Acker shittily does a bow.
Drops down to -6.
Can I give him, like, some light pointers real quick?
No.
Okay, so...
So,
Acker bow.
Acker bow. I'm getting me melted. Merrick does a bow, and there's a bit of stiltedness in Abigail's curtsy.
Oh.
That's something to figure out later.
Yeah. I don't want to be around when
Do you guys depart?
they do.
I might nudge Abigail a little bit and just say something like, "Don't worry about her." Conspiratorial wink.
As you say that, actually, Varric, you see Varric, like, tense up. Would you mind staying? I'd love to catch up. Now, the question is, does one deny a noble lady, or piss off the girlfriend?
Noble lady. You go with the noble lady, because you have to deal with the girlfriend longer.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm eyeballing Varric.
Oh yeah,
intensely.
me too. Mostly for gossip reasons.
Not to be in any way rude, but we somewhat need his assistance. And there is plenty of the night to go. Would you mind if we borrowed him for a little bit longer?
Oh, he rolled.
God bless you.
He did
At disadvantage, he got 21 and 20.
You got so well. You had a nat 20 on the first one.
Thanks, son.
Oh,
Where was
funny.
that when we were hungover?
Because you guys don't deserve it.
Yeah, fair.
That's obviously what the dice are saying. You're obviously staying in town, laddie. That I am. We can always catch up some other time. I won't be able to see all, and he gestures to the whole room, these nobles at any given point. But I can always see you again. Just don't go running away this time, Nowhere else to run away to. Then I shan't keep you then. Enjoy your evening, Varric. I'll be seeing you again soon. He does a bow again. And then fucking leaves! And you guys should probably follow him.
I will do that. Throw a quick curtsy and go.
Yeah, I'll offer a bow and then follow suit.
You guys leave after giving the proper courtesies.
Yep.
You guys, where do you guys head? Or you guys want to reconvene at the table of food and drink and decide to imbibe such?
Was this,
Yes.
The latter.
This was the group that she pulled us towards, right?
Yes.
Oh, I thought we were being interrupted on the way to the group.
No, this is the actual group.
Okay.
The
Sandra gives
precedent.
back Tandem's drink. Now that he's not going to boil it.
It's still warm. Pretty not great.
Yeah.
It starts boiling the instant I touch it again.
God bless it.
How are you doing that?
That's a very
How
good
am I
question.
doing what?
I point
The
at the
Oh,
cup.
boiling
oh.
thing.
I start
Yeah.
like trying to make it stop boiling.
Oh,
Are you fucking making boiled wine right now?
I think he is.
unintentionally, yes. Oh, bless. Are you telling me you're doing some weird things and you don't exactly know how you're doing them?
Yeah. I mean, didn't you like set yourself? I seem to remember you burst into flames last time we had a fight. Like, was that something you
Later,
can always
later.
do? Later? Okay, yeah, fair dues.
Pay attention to that. People might not appreciate you boiling their juice. Their booze.
Well, I mean, he's the one that's going to be drinking it, so...
Varric goes to the alcoholic section of the table and pours himself a stiff one. Abigail hounding him the entire time.
Aw.
Politely. Not politely at all.
Politely, yes. We can't have any public outbursts. We save that for behind closed doors. Of course.
So, who was she just crushing his gauntlet? Wait, he doesn't have armor
That's
on.
basically that's basically it. She like pours herself some wine. So, laddie. Yeah. Who is she? I think yeah. Didn't she just a childhood friend? Just a friend, right? More and more of the wine glass is getting slowly filled up.
I just like grab the bottle
Yes.
to make sure she doesn't make a mess.
It's gonna...
I'm fine, Sandra. Let go.
Okay.
You sure? Okay.
If looks can kill, hers is a great axe.
Yeah.
And
Sandra,
you are
you
an
might want to back
executioner's
off.
block for Varric. Just a friend. Just a
Very good,
friend.
master.
I think
Just a friend.
It seems much more a situation where she's interested more than he is.
Sandra, I'm gonna
That
tell you
makes
this
it
once.
somehow okay.
Stay out of this.
I seem to
Okay,
remember a
she
time
backs up.
not so long ago you had things you did not let Varric know.
Her smile dims at that. Fair. That's fair. Varric looks at you, Rasha, and he does like with his whiskey tumbler, like a cheers to you, like a thanks.
Lightest of head nods.
Bro moment. Don't. Fair enough. Fair enough. Takes a big swig from the wine glass.
Well, you've no need to feel jealous. I think we can all agree that Varric is quite crazy about you.
No, yes, it's true.
Aww.
Her crazy smile goes away. It's replaced by a more genuine smile. Good. And she hooks onto his arm. Now let's keep it that way. And she daintily sips at the wine glass this time.
Is there any like architecture in this building? Like statues or
Like decoration? Yeah, there's some like paintings. Not of anything in like they're like landscape paintings, you know, it's not like we painted the current king. No, it's not like that. It's just landscape paintings and things that start.
sculptures
If you
and
consider, like,
pillars?
if we consider pillars as decoration, then the foundation pillar